Where some snowmobile manufacturers are known for making big changes to their sleds every so many years, but leaving them fairly untouched in between, Ski Doo is known for pretty much the exact opposite. Ski Doo opts to make small and medium-sized changes on almost a yearly basis. The G5 platform is a perfect example of a medium-sized change. What's interesting about all this is that from a top-down perspective, both methods end up at the same place. It's just that Ski Doo owners get new stuff every year. Yes, I said the G5 is a medium-sized change over the G4, and some might argue with that, but my definition of a big change is a new chassis, and the G5 isn't that. What it does have is all new bodywork and a bunch of other smaller changes everywhere you look that make it a next generation of a platform versus an all-new one. The G5 I'm riding today is an MXZ Blizzard 850. It's got an RAS X front and a 129-inch R-Motion X out back. Now I want to say the Blizzard is a bit of a budget model, but that's really not true at all. The most entry-level MXZ is the Sport, and it is definitely focused on being budget-friendly. The Blizzard, on the other hand, has a whole bunch of high-end features that put it way above the entry level and only a hair below top of the line. KYB Pro 36 piggyback shocks up front and on the rear arm of the skid frame are compression adjustable and are serious parts, as is the 850 E-TEC under the hood. The more price-conscious bits are the standard HPG shock on the front arm and the basic LCD gauge cluster. However, these parts don't make it feel any less impressive at all, in my opinion. The Blizzard handles exactly the same as all other G5 Ski Doos. It corners extremely flat, which has been a hallmark of Ski Doo handling for over a decade. Some absolutely love how this feels as it removes the inside ski lift other sleds have that makes some riders nervous. However, there are also some who would argue, myself included, that it handles almost too flat and doesn't weight the outside ski enough, which results in understeer in tighter, higher speed corners. Fortunately, if you're one of those people, you're in luck. We've talked about this before, but changing the front arm lower mount inside the skid frame changes how the sled transfers its weight. In the stock position, you get very little weight transfer, which results in super flat skis on the ground handling. If you flip the mount around, you get a lot more weight transfer, which lets the skis lift a bit and, in my opinion, causes the outside ski to bite harder in the corners. This is how I prefer to have it set up, but luckily for all of us, Ski Doo has given us that choice. Now, ride quality in either setting is flawless. The R-Motion X is still the best riding skid frame in the industry. Up front, RAS X is definitely an improvement over the standard RAS setup, and for typical trail riding situations it works great, but it can't be ignored that it does still get overworked when you try and run it hard through bumps. If there's one thing about the G5 I'd like to see changed on the next generation, this is it. With that said, the G5 is an improvement in comfort and ergonomics for sure. The seating position is more comfortable, and the wind protection is definitely improved. There is one thing that's a little baffling to me though. The Blizzard, as well as most other MXZ models, have yet another new version of the left-hand switchgear. There really wasn't anything wrong with the old switchgear, but this new version definitely is not right. You can't feel the buttons very well with your gloves on, and this is a big one, the hot grip and thumb warmer buttons are now linked to a single button and are adjusted together. That's strike one. This setup is never better than separate controls, but to make things even weirder, it's not a rocker switch, it's a button that only lowers the heat. When it gets to 0, it resets back to high. So let's just say you've got your hot grip set at a certain level and you want more heat. The only way you can do that is to cycle the button all the way down until the hot grips turn off. Then it'll reset back to high, and then you have to count how many steps down you want to go till you're one step above where you were before. Does that sound confusing? It's because it is. So what's my official verdict on the MXZ Blizzard 850? Even though I've pointed out some negatives, my overall opinion of this sled is still very high. I like the rear end ride quality a lot. I like how the sled feels when you flip the lower front arm mount, and I obviously love the 850 E-TEC power plant. I mean, how could I not? I also love the impeccable finish quality and the improvements made to vibration in 2023. Overall, I think this is a great sled that, despite a few flaws, is a great choice for someone looking for Ski Doo ride quality and handling, but who doesn't need all the extra hardcore bits that you get when you upgrade to an XRS.